just editing a video and realised I've not done my intro, so you're getting wobble cam in my hand. Um, Welcome, scrappy friends, back to my channel. Today I'm starting a new series. For ages I've had lots of posts in my Instagram saved, and I thought it's about time I started actually using them. For the reason I saved them, because inspiration. I loved the layouts and I wanted, I felt inspired, and haven't really ever got around to scraplifting very many of them or using them as inspiration for a project for myself. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm calling the series In-sta-spiration. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. um, but yeah, I'm probably going to do it on a Saturday. And I will obviously give a shout out to anybody who's saved posts I have used as inspiration, and link you back to any of their socials or YouTube or Instagram that I have, and where I'm always going to as well ask if the person whose video it is mine's, and then yeah, link back to them. So I would hope that anything I post is inspiration and people feel happy to scrap lift. I just ask if they post elsewhere what they've created as from what I've designed or what I've put out there, that they do credit me. So I will do exactly the same for anybody whose posts I use as inspiration. Anyway, before we get scrapping, if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, especially if you want to see any more content like, my using Instagram for inspiration as I am today. And give the video a like if you do enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed, and if you're not sure what to say, pop an emoji for the sake of engagement. That out of the way, let's get on to the scrapping.
So I am using Holly Jolly from Crepe Paper for this. I can't remember if I said that in that intro that I've just done. And the inspiration for the sketch is from Karlla Dauer. I'm sorry if I am pronouncing that incorrectly. It's a layout that she had done for Simple Stories creative team, and it was on Simple Stories Instagram on the 11th of December 2024, and Karlla had it on her own Instagram as well. So I'd actually saved it from both Simple Stories and from Karlla. So I'm just going through the papers here from the Crepe Paper Holly Jolly collection, and I've chosen this red one with the stripes, and I do actually take too much off it. I take 1 inch off, so it is a 1/2 inch border all around. So I take 1 inch off the top and the bottom, side and the bottom, and it gives me a 1/2 inch border all around. I regretted that as soon as I did it. I should have only took 1/2 inch off the side and the bottom to give me a 1/4 inch border. I go it's like a little bit better with this one. So this piece is cut, so it's only 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch narrower than the red piece, and I've done it 9 inches tall. So I do put a white mat in between the red and the green. Oh, the green's just some cardstock from my stash. I took this piece with the flowers on over to my cardstock pile, pulled the great big pile of greens I had out, and got this one. I can't remember, it might be a Stampin' Up, or it could be some card I got from Create and Craft years ago for the Disney SVG discs that they did. So yeah, I've cut the white to the side that I should have cut the red to, so that's 11.5 inches square. So I am now these photos. So Boxing Day, when my nieces were little, so my oldest nieces down to Caris were little, on Boxing Day I would take them to cinema. So as each one got old enough to come with us, they could come. So it started with just taking Emma and Amy, and then when Lizzie was, I think she was 5. She came with us when Megan was 4. She came with us. Caris was 4. She came with us, and then we stopped when Lewis got 4. Was 4. My nephew Lewis was 4. He's very much a home person, and he likes being with his dad or on his own. And he didn't want to come with us. And then by the time Catherine was 4, we stopped going. So Catherine never joined in on this Boxing Day tradition. So it's just because I'd moved and things were different. I was in a new job where I worked Boxing Day, and most years. So the tradition changed because life changes, doesn't it? What I'm doing here, and then I'll go back to talking about the photos. I have got the Ellie Studio stamps, and I showed you the pack that's from before I stamped it, and I've stamped tradition out from that stamp set because this is our tradition. The 26th is Boxing Day, so it's 26th of December. There's a journaling block there I've got from the ephemera, the die cuts from this collection, and a little ticket as well. Um, I'm going to stamp a load of stars to, instead of, I think Karlla used the pattern papers and die cut stars when she did this with the Simple Stories collection. I'm going to use Hey Little Magpie background stars that were designed by Sarah, and I'm going to stamp them. I've pulled out 5 different colours from Stampin' Up. In hindsight, I think I should have got a paler green as well and done 3 greens and 3 reds, so the 2 reds and the pink. But I did just do the 2 greens, the old olive, I think it's not sage, spruce, spice fruit spruce, cherry cobbler, real red, and blushing bride. I've then hand cut them all instead of die cutting them. I'm not sure. I haven't sized them up with the Ellie Studio Star dies yet. I did have them in my hand. You may have seen that when I was going through my Ellie Studio Christmas stamps. I haven't sized them up. I need to size them up and see if they'll go with any of them. But I do sit and cut them out. I actually Disney Plus, for whatever reason, isn't playing some programs on the app through my Sky TV box on the TV. And I started cutting these and realised I had an episode of Tracker to watch, which I hadn't been able to watch on the TV downstairs. So I put Disney Plus on my computer and streamed the latest episode of Tracker, and whilst I cut stars out. So they're all cut now. I've popped that tradition where I've stamped that and cut out, fussy cut around it. I've put that up on some 3D foam over the photos. I'm going to get the backing, everything stuck down. I cut this out because I make a mess of it. Have to use some solvent remover and some adhesive remover, and start again on backing because I do make a mess of it. Back to the photos. So Boxing Day, 26th December. I was actually off. I've worked New Year's Day instead this year. That's today, time of recording. And so I was off Boxing Day. It's my turn to have Boxing Day off, and I had a work New Year's Day. So New Year's Day. So when Amy was asking if I thought little O was too young to go to the cinema yet. It was because she was thinking of going Boxing Day with him. I got really excited because it was like, it's this old tradition from when she was little. I took her to the pictures a lot. I took her to on Boxing Day with her cousins and her sister. Um, and she was saying, he will sit and watch cartoon. He's obsessed with Spidey, and he loves watching Mickey Funhouse. And he has seen the first Moana film, so when she was saying about taking him seeing Moana 2 at the cinema, it was like, well, if we go to the earliest showing, there's usually quite a lot of little kids at the Odeon. They actually have special showings on a Wednesday morning actually to take really little kids and babes in arms and stuff. So if we go to quite an early showing, there'll be quite a lot of younger children there as well. So, let's see. And Emma thought, she's going to bring little I as well, baby I, and if her parents were going to come too, and if he got fussy, take him out. So that's baby I there with the headphones on, and I just absolutely loved the giant cinema screen. You can see him leaning forward, all excited. Um, So it was Emma and Amy with Megan and Caris. It was just, you know, minus Lizzie, like the last time I took them all, or took the girls to the cinema on a Boxing Day together. We actually saw 101 Dalmatians when it was back on the put it on the cinema, remastered version. That was the last film I went to see with on Boxing Day with them all. So it was just so lovely to go with them all again this Boxing Day. The boys were brilliant. O was fantastic. He absolutely loved it. Um, they are going to Disney Florida this year. My sister and brother-in-law and the two girls and little O and baby I and their dads as well. And baby I's big sister, half sister, they're all going to Disney Florida this year. And at the beginning of Moana 2, when you've got Tink flying around the Disney castle at the beginning of a Disney film, he went, "Oh, I'm going there." Because he knew he was going to go and see the Disney castle. So it was just so exciting. And then when they've got Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse come up at the beginning as well of a Disney film. He was like, "Oh, it's Mickey!" He was dead excited. It was just so lovely. And he was just so enthralled in the film. He just sat. He was so well behaved. Baby I, bless him, is a little bit too much for for an 11 and a half month old. He had his bottle. He was like, in the recliners in the Odeon are amazing. So he's in the recliner, sat lay on me in the recliner, has his bottle. Oh, he's laying on his mum having his bottle, and then he's having some yogurt, and he sat on the arm between me and his mum having his yogurt, and then it was just a little bit. He played with the car for a little bit on my lap, and then he was getting a little fussy, which is understandable at his age. So I just went outside with him into the corridor outside the screen with him for a bit, and every now and then we would come and just stand in the back behind where the seats were, the entrance corridor into the screen we were in, whenever there was a song on, and he was just dancing, and and then we had a bit where he was calling around playing with the lights. I did check they did not have any heat in them, back in the back of the cinema. But whenever he started, wanting to laugh and be a little noisy, mindful of the other people, I took him back into outside again, and then Emma swapped with us after a while. um, but it was great, Moana 2, fantastic film, recommend it, highly recommend it. It was really surprising for a sequel. A lot of these Disney films sequels are never quite that good, but the Moana 2 was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. And he did come back in the screen. When he come back in the screen, I moved out of a chair, and he sat between me and Emma in a chair on his own, playing in the chair. And little O moved and sat with him as well. So, he had little O playing with him in a chair. That was probably the only bit when O had got a little bit more wanting to move about. But he just sat with his cousin and giving him cuddles and squeezes. So it was so lovely. And I've gone on about the boys for most of this video. And not talked about what I was doing. So I have placed all the stars that I stamped and hand cut. And some of them are on foam. Some of them, the ones that are tucked around the photo, put foam at the top, but they're stuck to the photo, tucked behind the photo. I've then got a tiny little star punch and punched some stars out from both some of the bigger stars that hand cut and the pattern papers, and I've dotted them about. I've got a star coming down the side of the photos as well, and one tucked under the 26. I've then grabbed these sequins. I've had these forever. I think they were Sticker Kitten. They're in a mixed pack, and Mr. Ding sat and separated the pack out for me one day because he only wanted one particular type of sequins. There was like 6 different types, and he sat and separated them whilst I was doing what I was doing with the with the ones he'd already separated. So I've just scattered them around as well and stuck them with some wet glue. And standing up, making sure I'm happy, I don't need to fill any gaps. A star fell off, which I've then put some glue on and stuck it down. And there we go. Sorry to waffle about my boys. It was such a great day, and yeah, that's all done. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, let me know what you think. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.